Item number 19, Officer Vlyn Christie, David Carmore, case number CEEXP 2016-0048-3.
Vita Christie, City of North Miami, Code Compliance. This case was previously heard in regards to the cleaning of the roof at the property. Notice was posted on April 20th, and as of today, the roof remains the same.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I do find that the violation exists. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. I hereby find in favor of the city, the daily fine amount of $150 is hereby ratified.
Item number 21, Officer Ernst Baptiste, Domingo Adian, case number CEBPR 2017-0017.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami, Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was open for building a fence, a wooden fence without permit. I did my last check today, no permit on file. Posted the property on April 12, 2017. And the case was heard before.
Okay. You say no permit?
No permit on file, no.
Permit on file? Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation still exists. I also find good notice. Given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $100 is hereby ratified.
Item number 23, Officer Ernst Baptiste, Eddie Toussaint, case number CEJNK 2017-0029.
Ernst Baptiste, City of North Miami, Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was open for junk in the rear of the property. Property was posted on April 19. Today, I went, took picture, still a lot of junk in the rear.
What are these construction materials?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, tell me again about notice.
Notice was posted on April the 12th. No, April 19, sorry, April 19, 2017.
Okay. All right, based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice. Given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. I hereby find in favor of the city and enter it adjudication. Property owners have until June 6th by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there will be a daily fine amount of $250.
Item number 24, 25, and 26, Officer Crystal Cordo, customer Eden, case number CEEXP 2017-0064, CEEXP 2017-0063, and CEPFY 2017-00123.
Officer Crystal Cordo, City of North Miami, Code Compliance. All three of the cases are new cases. The homeowner, from what I understand, lives out of state. She was cited for these two properties that are right next door to one another. They're both cited for paint, and one of them was cited for paint and parking on the front lawn. I spoke with her a while back. Property records show two different addresses, so mail was coming back on one of the properties, whereas the other one, the mail didn't come back. She did mention that her address has changed. She's moved out of state, but I don't know where she is. I haven't spoken with her since. She said she was going to try to get the issues abated, but as of the 2nd of May, the issues were still outstanding. Unfortunately, I don't have a number to get back in touch with her, so I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like I want to give her some extra time. She did seem like she wanted to get things rectified, but from a distance, it was a little bit challenging for her. I've already cited her with a civil violation ticket on both properties. I would like to ask, if she can have another maybe 30 days to see if she does anything to rectify the issues.
All right, you want to table it for 30 days?
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Okay. All three, right?
All three.
All right.
Item number 27, Officer Monica Frederick, Edwin Morno, case number CEBLR 2017002.
City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer Monica Frederick. Case has been complied.
Item number 31, Officer Monica Frederick, Ava Sherman, case number CENUS 2017003.
City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer Monica Frederick. This case is for a nuisance. One second, please. This case is for a nuisance. I believe it also has a depreciation of surrounding properties violation that was seen by you, but the nuisance case is now coming before you. Property was first noticed on January 26, 2017. It was mailed a certified notice to appear on April 19, 2017, and the property was posted for this hearing on April 24th, 2017. For years, even before my time of me obtaining this new zone, the property caught on fire, and it had remained in the conditions that it's in. But magically today, I passed by and all the nuisance landscape that was there has been cut, and it looks like the property owner is finally taking some ownership of the property. So I would like to ask if we can table this case for 30 days to see how far they get. I have pictures to submit.
Okay.
Before, even with trying to send the city out there to board the windows because vagrants were constantly removing the windows and getting into the property, the city would not go there unless the grass was first cut by the Parks Department. Now there's complete access to even walk up to the front door. So progress is being made slowly but surely, but I just asked for 30 days to see where this all goes.
Okay. Table for 30 days.
Item number 32, Officer Shanna Sanders, Faye Bridges, case number CEEXP 2016-00478.
Shanna Sanders, City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer. This is a case that was previously heard for the exterior roof of the property that needed to be pressure cleaned. As of the day, the violation still remained. I am showing that proper service was given. The certified mailing was mailed out on the 19th of April. Also, notice to appear was posted at the property on the 21st. I have pictures of the violation if you would like to see.
Sure. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer, I find that the violation still exists. I also find good notice, given proper notice to owners have failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $150 is hereby ratified.
Item number 36 and item number 37. Koloski, and the case number is CESTA 2017002 and CESTR 2017004.
Sure.
On these two cases, Frank Wolin represents the property owner. He called the office of the city attorney, informing that there's a pending lawsuit dealing with the same exact situation. And because of judicial efficiency, we told him that we have no objection to asking Your Honor to stay the cases until the lawsuit is resolved.
Okay. All right, so ordered.
Item number 39, Officer Shanna Sanders, Grinold Lewis, case number CEPFY 201700165.
That case has been abated.
All right, item number 48, Officer Crystal Cordo, Isleen Serfaline, case number CEEXP 2017005.
I'm sorry, give me 1 second. We heard number 39, right? Was that Ms. Sanders? It says it's in compliance?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
They removed the vehicle. Compliance has been met.
Wonderful, thank you. And now what number are we in?
48,
Number 48? Got it.
That case has been abated.
Wonderful.
alrighty. Item number 51, Officer Ernst Baptiste, Jasmine Jennings, case number CERCV 201700019.
Ernst Baptiste, City North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was open for a boat parked in front of the property. Property was posted on the 21st of April. Today I did my last inspection. Boat is still in the same position. They move it a little bit, but still in front.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation still exists. I also find good notice, given proper notice to owners that failed to appear. The daily fine amount of $100 is hereby ratified.
Item number 58, Officer Ernst Baptiste, Joanne J. Parker, case number CEPFY 201700080.
Ernst Baptiste, City North Miami Code Enforcement Officer. Case that was open for car park on the front lawn. Property was posted on April 21st. Today I did my last inspection. Car still parked on the front lawn.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice to owners that failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city and enter an adjudication. Property owner has until May 6th by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there'll be a daily fine amount of $100.
You mean June 6th?
June 6th, what did I say now?
May 6th?
Huh?
May 6th.
Oh.
Item number 61, Officer Vidalin Christie, Jose M. Fernandez, case number CENUS 20170011.
Beadle and Christie, Code Compliance, City of North Miami. This is a new case in regards to a nuisance at the property, or a squatter's case at the property. We do have a few police reports. We cannot find the property owner of, the property owner for the property, but we have several, 5 to be exact, men living at the property. The police has been there. They don't know the owner. And we can't seem to find the property owner. Property was posted on April 20th. And as of today, those 5 gentlemen are at the property and nothing.
Okay,
to
so
do.
you're looking for let me see what do we have?
Well, there are
Okay.
several problems at the property, but this is just for the squatters.
So you want it declared a public nuisance so that the city can go in, or what's the
Yes.
request here?
Yes.
All right, so we don't know where Mr. Fernandez is?
No.
Haven't been able to make contact?
No. We're for sure he does not live there.
Okay.
I'm very sure of that.
And you say when the police officers go by, then the squatters they leave the property and then they come back?
No, they're not leaving the property.
Oh,
They don't leave. They just come outside, interact with the police. They check to see if anyone has any, warrants or anything going on with them. And then they're still there.
okay.
So I was gonna look up the nuisance, but I have to turn my iPad back on.
Okay.
Your Honor wants to pass it?
Yeah, let's pass this one, because I don't think I've dealt with a public nuisance dealing with squatters before only.
Okay.
We'll call it back.
Yeah.
Item number 62, Officer Monica Frederick, Joseph W. Cillian, case number CEPFY 2017-0089. Comply. This one.
Comply.
Alright, item number 66, Officer Violin Chrissy, Lourdes Martinez, case number CEBPR 2017-002. That one is complied. Item number 67, Officer Crystal Cordo, Lucia Vicencio, case number CEPOD 2017-0002.
Officer Crystal Cordo, City of North Miami Code Compliance. This case is with reference to a storage container that the homeowner has at the property without a permit. He was originally cited for the issue back on February the 23rd. From what I understand, he works on a cruise ship, so I received several emails from him with reference to needing more time over. So I kind of gave him past 30 days, and last correspondence I received from him, which I think was last week sometime, I asked him to have someone from the home come and speak on his behalf. He understands he needs a permit. I don't know what the holdup is, but I don't know. I mean, the neighbors are complaining that there's a smell coming from the container. I don't know what could possibly be in it. I'm going to show you a photo of it, but I mean, he has several violations at the property, this being one of many.
You don't want to know what I'm thinking? Strong smell emanating from a container. I watch too many ID. Discovery TV, right, Officer Noel? It's huge.
He's saying that he has to get a survey to come and indicate the position and all, sorts of stuff, but I don't know. I wouldn't be willing to give him any more than 30 days on the record, and then, after that time,
Okay, so what are you asking?
I guess I'm asking for 30 more days. Let's table it for another month, and then I'm gonna ask that we enter an adjudication next time.
All right, table 30 days.
Item number 81, 82, and 83, Officer Monica Frederick, Najeline Azador,
What happened to 72?
oops, I skipped that one. Item number 72, Officer Veland Christie, Marie Petion, case number CE FAW 2017004.
Vidal and Christie, Code Compliance, City of North Miami. This is a new case in regards to the fence of the property being discolored. They have an iron rod fence that's chipping and peeling. I don't have a photo of it because I wasn't able to download it. However, I did meet the property owner at the property. And he stated that he was not coming tonight, but he'll have the fence fixed before the next hearing.
Okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owner has failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city and enter an adjudication. Owner has until June 6th by which to resolve the violation, and should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there'll be a daily fine amount of $100.
Item number 74, case number CEPFY 2017-00159, Marily Mesa. That one is complied. Item number 81, 82, and 83, Officer Monica Frederick, nay Jeline Isidore, and case number CEJNK 2017-0010, CELSC 2017-0001, and CEODS 2017-0019.
City of North Miami Code Compliance Officer Monica Frederick. These cases are all new cases. The property was first noticed on February 10th, 2017. It was mailed a certified notice to appear on April 19th, 2017, and the property was posted on April 20th, 2017 at 4:32 p.m. The property owner did have an additional case, which was a BPR for some structures that were built on the property. When I went out there with cops officers, the structures look like shrines where you can like put candles and stuff and worship. Since then, these structures have been removed. However, there's still junk on the property, miscellaneous beer bottles, trash, and stuff like that. It looks like a bus bench that was taken off of a bus. Or something. Is seats now underneath the tree. Also, the landscape of the property, that tree is providing shade. So it looks like somebody set up shop and is now sleeping there at night. Could be. I have pictures for your array.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owner has failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city and enter an adjudication. Owner has until June 6th by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there'll be a daily fine amount of, did we do 81? Or all three?
We heard all three.
Okay. Let me see, remove junk scattered in rear, maintain vacant lot by cutting grass, and, items stored on vacant lot. All right. $100 each. And 30 days adjudication. 30 days.
Item number 84, Officer Ernst Baptiste, customer Nicole Antoine, case number CEGMP 2017-00011.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami, Code Enforcement Officer. This is a GMP case that was open for the structure around the roof that is rotten, crumbling, roof need to be pressure cleaned, soft feet, fascia board need to be repaired. Posted the property on April 19, 2017. Today I took pictures.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city and enter an adjudication. Owner has until June 6th by which to resolve the violation. And should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there'll be a daily fine amount of $200.
Item number 96, Officer Crystal Cordo, Roy P. White, case number CEEXP 2017-0058.
Officer Crystal Cordo, City of North Miami Code Compliance. This is a new case with reference to paint for the exterior surfaces of the property. The violation was initially observed on February the 23rd. Certified mail sent on April 19th and posted at the property on April 25th. As of today, the violation still exists.
And that's for pressure cleaning the,
It's for paint.
okay. Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city and enter adjudication. Owner has until June 6th by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there'll be a daily fine amount of $200.
Item number 99, Officer Ernst Baptiste, Seamus Redmond, case number CEGMP 2017-0007.
Ernst Baptiste, City of Miami, Code Enforcement Officer. This is a case that was open for the exterior of the property to be painted. Property was posted on April 21st, 2017. Did my last inspection, took picture of the exterior.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear. Hereby find in favor of the city and enter an adjudication. Owner has until June 6th. I wish to resolve the violation. Should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there'll be a daily fine amount of $200.
Item number 103, Officer Crystal Cordo, Walter A. Rodriguez, case number CEFAW 20170034.
Officer Crystal Cordo, City of North Miami Code Compliance. This case is for, it's a new case for a damaged wooden fence at I think it's a foreclosed, it appears to be abandoned foreclosed property. The property was initially cited on March the 2nd, certified mail sent for the hearing on the 19th of April and posted at the property on the 25th. It appears as though from the first time, or actually when I went and issued a citation for the wooden fence a few weeks back, someone has gone out and attempted to put the panels up, but it's still a mess as of May 2nd.
You have photographs?
I do.
Based on the unrebutted testimony of the code enforcement officer and the evidence presented, I find that the violation does exist. I also find good notice, given proper notice, the owners have failed to appear, hereby find in favor of the city and enter an adjudication. Owners have until June 6th, by which to resolve the violation. Should the violation not be resolved by the abatement date, there'll be a daily fine amount of $150. I know we passed page 61, so good night. I'd like to recall.
Your Honor, I'm gonna ask if we can reset this matter to the next hearing.
Okay.
Specifically under section 1244 of the city ordinance, it talks about notice, and it specifies that notice has to be given to the property owner, but also where to put it, what to include on that notice, so that the person who's squatting is aware and they can come and be heard. And from there, it just goes on and it gives a list of procedures on what to do. So I'm going to ask for an opportunity to speak with Officer Christie so we can make sure everything's done according to the code.
Okay. All right, thank you.
And that completes all for now.
All right, we're adjourned.
Yep.